Before the heavens shone with light, before the stars whispered secrets of eternity, there existed a being of unmatched brilliance, known as Lucifer, the morning star, a name that would one day carry both light and shadow. Once he was the most radiant of all creation, walking among angels, close to the very throne of God. But brilliance has its dangers, and in the heart of perfection, pride may awaken. This is the story of the angel who chose darkness over light, and the eternal consequences that followed. In this episode of Biblical Bytes, we journey beyond scripture and myth, into the hidden layers of heaven itself, to witness the rise, rebellion, and fall of the brightest of angels. We break down this episode in 5 parts and how this happened to Lucifer. Part 1. Lucifer's origin and glory. Lucifer was not always the fallen one. He was created by God as the pinnacle of celestial perfection, endowed with wisdom, beauty, and a radiance unmatched by any other angel. Among the seraphim, he walked closest to the throne, carrying the light of divine truth. In the scriptures, he is described as the anointed cherub who covers, Ezekiel 28:14, a being whose brilliance reflected the glory of the Creator. His beauty was not merely physical, it was spiritual. His mind held wisdom that surpassed even the understanding of the other angels. His voice, when he sang praises to God, could resonate across the heavens, stirring awe and devotion in all who heard it. He was called the morning star because, like the dawn, his presence heralded light and hope. But brilliance, as powerful as it is, carries a subtle danger. When admiration turns inward and reflection becomes obsession, even perfection can falter. Lucifer began to notice his own light, not just as a reflection of God's glory, but as a source of pride. He wondered, could his brilliance stand alone? Could he exist independently without the Creator's guidance? These thoughts, innocent at first, planted the seed of rebellion in his heart. Many angels observed him with reverence, yet some whispered among themselves, sensing a change. The harmony of heaven was delicate, a balance maintained through obedience and love. But even the slightest disruption could ripple across eternity. Part 2. The temptation of pride. Pride is the first sin, quiet, seductive, almost imperceptible at the start. For Lucifer, it began as curiosity. He admired his own wisdom and beauty, and with admiration came comparison. He looked around at the other angels, so devoted and obedient, and wondered if they truly understood the depths of their purpose. Why serve blindly when one possesses such brilliance? These questions, unspoken at first, grew louder each day. Lucifer began to see obedience not as love, but as a limitation. His light, so perfect and dazzling, could it not illuminate its own path? Could it not shine without divine oversight? The seed of ambition took root, and with it, the first whispers of rebellion. In the texts, it is said that Lucifer persuaded 1/3 of the angels to join him, not through violence but through reasoning, charm, and subtle manipulation. "We are beings of light," he told them. "Why must we bow endlessly? Why must we serve without understanding our own power?" And slowly, the first cracks appeared in the unity of heaven. Some angels questioned his intentions. Others, captivated by his brilliance, followed willingly. The stage was set for a cosmic conflict, one that would shake the foundations of all creation. Part 3. The rebellion and war in heaven. God does not compel his angels to obedience. Love and loyalty must be chosen. But when pride blinds, even the purest beings can stray. Lucifer's rebellion escalated. What had begun as quiet discontent became an outright challenge to the divine order. Heaven itself trembled as angels divided into 2 camps. The faithful, led by Archangel Michael, and the rebels, led by the morning star. The book of Revelation captures this vividly. There was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon and his angels fought back. The dragon, of course, was Lucifer, his brilliance now twisted, a shadow of his former light. The battle was not merely physical. It was a struggle of wills, of purpose and intention, of love versus ambition. Every blow, every clash of wings resonated across the heavens. And as the war raged, the skies grew darker. Stars dimmed. The music of creation faltered, A paradise of perfect harmony was scarred by defiance. In the end, the rebels were defeated. Michael and the loyal angels cast Lucifer and his followers into the abyss, a realm of shadow and fire. The heavens were cleansed of rebellion, yet the scars of pride would remain forever. Lucifer, once the morning star, now became Satan, the adversary, the shadow of his former self. Part 4. Lucifer's transformation and symbolism. Lucifer's fall was not merely a punishment, it was a transformation. His brilliance did not vanish, but it became twisted, corrupted, a reflection of his pride. He became the adversary, the one who tempts, deceives, and opposes divine will. His story is a mirror, showing us how even the greatest gifts can be corrupted by arrogance and desire for power. Symbolically, the fall of Lucifer is the story of every being who chooses self over purpose. Brilliance without humility becomes blinding. Wisdom without obedience becomes dangerous. Power without compassion becomes destructive. His story resonates not only in heaven, but on earth, in every human heart tempted by pride and selfish ambition. Even in exile, there is a lesson. Free will is sacred. The choice between light and darkness exists for all creation. Lucifer chose darkness, and his path forever altered the cosmic balance. But the story is not only one of despair. It is a caution, a guide, a warning that the pursuit of greatness must be tempered with humility and reverence. What can we learn from Lucifer's fall today? His story is not just celestial history, it is a timeless lesson for humanity. Every life carries the potential for pride, ambition, and temptation. Every mind possesses the light of knowledge, and with it comes the choice to serve, to create, to uplift, or to dominate, deceive, and fall. Lucifer's brilliance was unparalleled, but it was misdirected. Similarly, our talents and gifts must align with purpose, compassion, and wisdom. Pride may tempt, but humility guides. Self-interest may whisper, but service illuminates. The cosmic story of the morning star is, in essence, a reflection of the choices we make every day. Even in the darkest moments, the lesson shines, that every fall carries insight, every failure a chance to learn. Lucifer's story is eternal, a reminder that choices matter, that free will is sacred, and that the light of purpose can never truly be extinguished if chosen wisely. Thank you for watching this episode of Biblical Bytes. The fall of Lucifer is more than a story of angels. It is a mirror of the human heart, a lesson in pride, humility, and the power of choice. If this episode sparked reflection, curiosity, or awe, subscribe and join us as we uncover more divine mysteries, hidden truths, and celestial stories that illuminate the path between heaven and earth.